Hello everyone, welcome to this. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please also give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in. So today we will be continuing on with Victoria, Crown Princess of Sweden's life history. We previously did her father, King Carl Gustaf of Sweden's life history. So if you'd like to catch up on that, you can check that one out in the playlist section and on the community tab. So today we'll be continuing on with Victoria, Crown Princess of Sweden's life history. And yesterday we did session 1, which was the introduction to her life. And source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. Today's session is session number 2, and it's called Early Life. So let's go. Source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. Princess Victoria was born on 14th of July 1977 at 21:45 CET at the Karolinska Hospital in Solna, Stockholm County, the first child of King Carl Gustaf and Queen Silvia. She was baptized by Archbishop Olof Sundby at the Royal Palace Church on 27th of September 1977. At this time, she was also conferred with the additional names of Ingrid, Alice, and Desiree. Is it Desiree? I think so. Desiree? Or Desiree? After relatives on both sides of the family. On 13th of May 1979, her younger brother, Prince Carl Philip, was born. He was the Crown Prince and heir apparent for about 7 months until 1st of January 1980, when an amendment to the 1810 Act of Succession came into effect. It replaced the previous system of agnatic primogeniture, male-only inheritance, with absolute primogeniture. Oldest child inherits regardless of the sex. It established Victoria as the Crown Princess of Sweden, and she was also made the Duchess of Västergötland. Carl Gustaf objected to the reform being retroactive, as he felt his son should not have been stripped of the Crown Prince title after it had already been bestowed upon him. Source I'm reading from is Wikipedia, and we are continuing on with Victoria, Crown Princess of Sweden's life history. Yesterday we did the intro, and today is session number 2, and we are on early life. So let's continue. The family initially lived in a private apartment at Stockholm Palace, but moved to Drottningholm Palace about a year before the birth of Victoria's younger sister, Princess Madeline, on 10th of June 1982. Victoria was confirmed in the summer of 1992 at, is this Rappling Church? On the island of Åland. For upper secondary school, she attended Enskilda Gymnasium, where she studied natural and social sciences. She graduated in 1996. So let's move on to education. I'm reading from Wikipedia, and this is Victoria, Crown Princess of Sweden's life history. Well, down to education. Victoria studied for a year, 1996 to 1997, at the Catholic University of West at Angers in France, and in the fall term of 1997 participated in a special program following the work of the Reichstag. From 1998 to 2000, Victoria resided in the United States, where she studied various subjects at Yale University. That's interesting. In May 1999, She was an intern at the Swedish Embassy in Washington, D.C. Victoria completed a study program at the government offices in 2001. In 2003, Victoria's education continued with visits to Swedish businesses, a study and intern program in agriculture and forestry, as well as completion of the basic soldier training at Sweden, the Swedish Armed Forces International Center. She sounds like she did a lot at such a young age. Let's continue. Source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. In 2006, Victoria enrolled in the Ministry for Foreign Affairs diplomat program running from September 2006 to June 2007. The program is a training program for young future diplomats and gives an insight to the ministry's work. Swedish Foreign... Let's read that again. Do apologize. The program is a training program for young future diplomats and gives an insight to the ministry's work, Swedish foreign and security policies, and Sweden's relations with the rest of the world. In June 2009, she graduated with a bachelor's degree in peace and conflict studies from Uppsala University. We are continuing on with Victoria, Crown Princess of Sweden's life history. If you're just joining, and source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. She speaks Swedish, English, French, and German. In August 2024, the Crown Princess started officer training at the Swedish Defence University. This training will take around 20 months to complete and has the goal of teaching the Crown Princess about military strategies and tactics, as well as preparing for her future role as head of state, which includes representing the armed forces. So we have come to the end of today's reading. If you are just joining, please could you rewind it to the beginning to hear today's session. Yesterday we started off with Victoria, Crown Princess of Sweden's life history, and we started off with the introduction to her life, and then today we have done session number 2, which is called Early Life, and we did run over and dip into her education. That was supposed to be a separate session, but now we've done it. If you'd like to catch up on any of this, you can check out our community tab and playlist section. Source I've been reading from today is Wikipedia. Also on the community tab, you will find King Carl Gustaf of Sweden's life history, which is her father. And also on the community tab, you will find the playlist concerning her mother's life history, which is Queen Silvia of Sweden, if you're interested in this. Also, if you might be interested in British royal family life history, we have a few of those series on the community tab, and we started off with Queen Elizabeth II's life history. We also did Prince Philip's life history, Prince Edward's life history, and Princess Anne's life history. You'd find that all on the community tab. Source I've been reading from today is Wikipedia. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please do thumbs up this. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for leaving us a comment. And thank you, everyone else that's in the background that's tuned in. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much. So what I'll do now is I'll put up the poll question. Please answer our poll question and feel free to interact in the comment section. Second half of this is the silent ASMR live. And I'll put up the poll question for you now. Thank you so much for your time.